Good morning to all of you. This is the fourth video from my channel, Simply Management. Welcome to this very important video and a video that means a lot to each of us from Steve Jobs. As you would possibly know, he rendered an excellent speech at the Harvard University in 2005, and the three important lessons that he talks about have motivated billions of people around the world at any point in time. I have also provided the entire YouTube video pertaining to his speech in the description box, and you should kindly refer to that for understanding the total message. Of course, in this video, we will talk about the three messages, the central messages from Steve Jobs. Though he is no more, he continues to motivate billions of people around the world. First thing is that he talks about connecting the dots. Steve Jobs asked people to do what they love. They just need to live for themselves. That is, each of us need to live for ourselves. We should not be stuck by dogma, what he calls as dogma, or give undue importance to the opinions of others. We should always do something which is very unique based on what we love. And once we start doing that, each of our life experiences become very unique, and each of these experiences is what we call as a dot. Now, when we start doing something very unique, we will always end up doing some unique thing. So, you see, if you have seen or if we understand what's going on around us, the way many Indian companies have done something very unique will be very obvious to us. For example, ITC entered the biscuit industry. They have been able to match one on one the unique products offered by Britannia. So they're sitting very pretty, and since they have a very good distribution network and the competencies in what is called supply chain management, they've been able to do very well. Today, ITC is growing very fast in the biscuit market. So we have success stories like this in various areas. For example, so many years ago, Larsen and Toubro sold the entire cement business that was then very profitable. Many people started saying that the then chairman, Mr. A.M. Nayak, did a very unwise thing because he sold a very profitable business. But he stuck to whatever he said. He said that Larsen and Toubro has to concentrate on its core strengths, and the core strengths are always related to engineering. Of course, Larsen and Toubro is very strong in the construction industry. Today, his words have become true. Today, Larsen and Toubro is doing very well because they were able to follow a very unique path of doing something. The best thing, for example, Aditya Birla Group was able to concentrate on acquiring so many companies in the cement space. Now, today, there are only two conglomerates that compete with each other for a part of the entire cement market. One is led by the Aditya Birla Group, and the second group that is very powerful and is now emerging as a very tough competitor is the Adani Group. The other companies are all facing very tough competition to stay very much unique in the market, but hopefully they will be fresh competition also. So we have another company called Madras Rubber Factory, also called as MRF. They have done very well in the tires industry because they have always done something very unique. Their importance they have given to technology and upgradation of technology has always been very unique. Of course, they have always had a very good brand ambassador in Virat Kohli, and today the company has still become a very unique company, selling an entire range of tire products. So, when we start connecting the dots, the chances of our changing our lives for the better is always there, precisely because we do only what we love. Since we do what we love, everything falls into place. The second most important lesson is how to look around and not settle. Steve Jobs keeps on saying that once you have started being contented, once we are, complacent, we don't grow. This is a very important lesson for any one of us. And there are companies also. When we look around, there are companies that have done, uh, had done very exceedingly very well, but they never asked the question, what next? Donkeys years ago, HMT was a very big leader in the best of quartz watches. But in came a very, very tough competitor called Titan. And once Titan watches came up with new models, and they were able to come up with, very vital changes in technology, HMT went nowhere. So this can happen to any human being. So we should never settle down, and we need to just keep asking what next. The third very important lesson of Steve Jobs pertains to what we call as stay hungry, stay foolish. This is a very simple message. It doesn't mean that we should be hungry or foolish. It just means that we should keep on updating ourselves. This simply means that we need to update ourselves. We should never ever stop learning. Well, in the past 2 years, there's been a lot of there have been a lot of improvements in what is called artificial intelligence. It is now the threat is now very real. Unless each of us are able to update ourselves in various aspects of intelligence, as it were, and start doing things differently, we will be left behind. So, this is a very important message from Steve Jobs, and we need to look at this in its total reality, because artificial intelligence is slowly going to conquer our lives, the way we live, or the way we dress, or the way we buy things or spend money or whatever. The robo revolution is going to just happen, and a stage will come when artificial intelligence will form a very important part of our lives. This is something similar to what Steve Jobs says, stay hungry, stay foolish. He never was able to accept the status quo at any point in time. Today, there are so many books written about Steve Jobs, and in each of these books, we always understand that he had an insatiable desire to do the best of things at any point in time. He would motivate youngsters to work for crazy hours, and he saw the entire world as a very big market. He was also trained in the Indian philosophy at some stage of his life, and that gave him a very big support in terms of creativity and innovation. It is there. It is there in the books, and if you read the books written about him, you will understand how it all adds up. Steve Jobs was unique because he had his own path of creativity and innovation. He was never bogged down by the opinions of others. Steve Jobs was also uniquely known as someone who was rewarding people who worked really uh, hard, crazy hours, as many would call them. So, this is how Steve Jobs was able to make a big difference. Even today, Apple Computers is well known as the best product company in the world, known for its unique IT products that have helped billions work better, earn better, and live better. So we always need to look at life from a very different perspective and learn the implications of these three lessons. The first is connecting the dots. The second is look around, don't settle. The third is stay hungry, stay foolish. Thank you so much. I do hope this video would have given you an insight into how we should look at the world as a world of opportunities and keep going ahead, irrespective of the constraints that we notice around us. And once we start doing this, we will always be able to do far better things than what is otherwise possible. Kindly share this video with others and also subscribe to my channel Simply Management. Thank you.